Harmony Hill is a place, a sacred place of nature and beauty and embracing anyone who comes here. Oftentimes people will step on this land and feel like they've come home. That certainly was my experience.
Harmony Hill is a garden for people, and a place where people who may have lost a sense of hope find it again, and where it can bloom in whole new, different and beautiful ways.
It gives you time to think. This environment gives you time to look at yourself not as a sick person, but as a person who's starting life again.
It's a space that is connected to nature, which I believe to be very important in the healing process. And it provides the opportunity for people to remove themselves from the normal situations that they're in.
To make it possible for people to access that healing is a huge blessing, and I'm in awe. I'm in awe.
At the heart of what Harmony Hill does is we serve those who are affected by cancer. Cancer is often described as a journey, and I think that's a really good metaphor, because when someone is diagnosed, they go from one place and then they're on a journey to somewhere else, and they don't know necessarily where they're going. And that journey can be very isolating.
About a week before, 2 weeks before we came, I was crying, and I told my husband I needed help. I needed to surround myself with a group of people who could really understand me, that I didn't have to explain where I was at and what I was feeling. When I came here, all I did was cry the first day, and when I left here, all I did was smile. They gave me so much.
It's great to have the opportunity to get away from the medical side and the treatment side and those issues, and just to be able to talk openly about what you're feeling and what you're going through.
It was people who, as soon as we checked in that day, I felt that they really enjoyed and loved their job and what they were doing. So then that in turn is put into everything from the food, everything from when I checked in and I saw my name, Terry, sitting next, on the wall right next to where I was staying. It was those personal little things.
People come into the program often depressed or fearful or angry about what's going on with them, but totally enmeshed in the cancer experience. And typically what happens is at the end of 3 days is they go away with hope and a renewed sense of who they are, a sense of purpose in their life, and knowing that they're back in control, which is really a lovely gift.
It's an experience of accelerated authenticity, meaning that people feel safe. People feel safe here pretty easily. I think it's a sense of feeling like they've come home in a place that they can trust to reveal what's on their heart and in their minds and on their soul.
There were some people very down at the very lowest of their life that I met, that just, you could see them rise in confidence and health and happiness while they were here.
To have that contact with people going through the same experience as you and being able to share openly and not being afraid of offending people or upsetting people, but to be in the same situation as them, brought great comfort to us.
I'm amazed by how many different ways there are for people to find their transformation. Beginnings are scary, endings are sad. It's what we do in between that counts, and I'm always in awe by how many different ways people move to laughing, to connection, to wholeness. There's the labyrinth, there's the use of circles at the beginning and the end, and small group circles. There's permission to relax and be.
We used to try and do a separate retreat for caregivers, for the companions, and people didn't come. And they didn't come partly because they didn't want to leave the person they were taking care of, but also because it's a journey that's really a shared journey. And so we started realizing it was so important to have the companions come.
I'm so lucky to have shared with my husband, because I didn't realize till I was listening to all the other caregivers what they're going through, and the fact that we got to share this together. And without him telling me, I heard from all those others.
We don't charge for these cancer programs. They cost a fair amount, but we don't charge for them because we don't want finances to be a barrier between people and the programs that they need. So our donors are the people who have stepped forward and covered all the costs for these programs so that participants don't have to worry about that. They can let everything go when they come here. They don't have to worry about cooking, cleaning, they don't have to worry about paying a fee. And they can just work on their own healing. And that's what our donors do for people who come here.
For us, it removed that consideration of financial, so that wasn't an, oh geez, one additional burden to think about. Once we had been here for the 3 days and experienced it, in fact, we even talked about it on the way home, what about those people that wouldn't be able to afford something like this? And how incredible it is that Harmony Hill has that ability to offer such an incredible 3-day and impactful retreat with people not having to worry about the financial aspect of it.
Because the money that I didn't have to spend was money that I can in turn spend on me for my overall wellness, for my groceries, for eating and getting the right nutrients in my body, for paying for maybe a treatment that maybe that wasn't covered, or a copay. So that was a huge thing.
Yeah, we would have really had to think long and hard, I think, if we'd have had to pay to come here. But that was just taken away, you know, just to be able to just make the decision, do I want to be there or don't I want to be there? Do I want to go through this process of sharing and being with other folks? To not have to worry about the finance of that was just helpful, because it was not an issue, and it just made it so much easier for us to come here and to share and to spend time here.
This is an opportunity that many people would not have if you had to pay for it.
So the work we do at Harmony Hill it's not about medical treatment. It's about support. It's about giving people tools to cope, to be more resilient with whatever comes at them. And it's a complement to medical treatment, which of course in the 21st century is amazing and continues to advance rapidly. What we see is that the combination of the best of 21st century medical technology, along with the work that we do, which is basically summarized as changing people's behaviors, can have a huge impact.
We believe even in the midst of all the chaos and crisis and sadness and oppression in this world right now, that to have the people that come here and your support in helping us make that possible for them makes a world of difference to these people, who then go out and make a difference in their families, in their communities.
For all those who are participating to make this happen, for people like Dwight and I, thank you. And please don't stop giving. Give more. Yeah, because you will fill someone's life with so much happiness and so much hope. And I have so much hope.
Thank you for your generous contribution. It makes a real difference.